Let's get jacked. Let's get jacked. Oh, crap! Welcome to the islands. Curiosity Public Style, I'm Dutch.
I'm Jules.
Humble, Dylan.
Island Dylan with the luau
Humble
music.
because we're at like Dylan's compound.
Off the coast of Costa Rica. Anyway, some odd filming situation here, guys. So
Not that odd.
not that odd, but we decided, you know what, we're here in paradise on Dylan's private island. We should film and do some reviews. We went into Dylan's bunker, and lo and behold, what did he have?
What a humble host.
Jack Daniels, 10 year. That's right. This is
Not
another episode of our ultimate spirits competition. Our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet and subject it to our crazy hard 100-point scoring system. I said subjected. Like
Subjected.
Sean Connery.
Not even close.
A little
Wait,
more
Sean
serious.
Connery is canceled.
Oh, he's dead. He can't be canceled, man.
Retroactively.
Okay, well, whatever.
He's still cool to me.
Have you guys had Jack 10?
Yes,
Yes.
Me too.
of course I have.
Let's take a quick look at the bottle.
A year and a half ago.
I think we got a close-up of the bottle, but this is 97 proof, 10 years old, batch 2. We're reviewing batch 2. If you guys pass your glasses down, I'm going to go ahead and get us poured. Dylan, you don't even have your computer here, man. Can you give us any info on this?
Oh, well, my brain is a computer, and so I'm going to give you a little background. So, Jack Daniels, Tennessee
Nothing
bourbon.
changes.
Wow. I'm joking.
You're
I'm joking
joking
here. Obviously, Tennessee whiskey is very, very famous, although it is still technically bourbon.
I spilled
Dutch
so
cannot
much.
pour.
I think Jack Daniels have been very consistent with their releases. They've always...
Oh, my scorecard.
And there it goes. Into Dylan's pool.
I got it. I salvaged it.
There we go.
All right. So, I mean, I think the community in the last couple of years, we've been very impressed with the various Jack Daniel's releases. The issue is that it's always limited edition. There's limited quantities. I think not all of them were hits, but still we appreciate that a very venerable distillery like Jack Daniels,
a legacy
brand, yes,
yeah.
a legacy distillery like Jack Daniels is willing to experiment. So, I wanted to try Coy Hill because it was an academic experience. This is an academic experience because, again, we have an age-stated Jack Daniels, which is always yeah, it is rare. But let's take a look.
Hey, let's see what happens.
Hyper age.
So we're going to get into this. We're going to score it. But for members of Curiosity Private, which is our membership program, you're not maybe going to see a special video for this one. But what's going to happen is we're a little bit later going to be reviewing Jack Daniel's 12. And after we review this one and release this video, you'll get a head-to-head between these two. Or by the magic of editing, we're actually going to review this one first, in which case, in that video, I will say the exact same thing, and after this video, you'll get the bonus footage. But anyway, the point being is after both of these reviews are released, we will be doing a head-to-head blind. Again, that's for members of Curiosity Private. If you want to join Curiosity Private, click that join button down below, or you can go to Patreon, get the exact same content. But in this video, we're reviewing Jack Daniel's 10. So let's get to it, guys.
So
Dylan,
Dutch.
cheers. So Dylan.
So Dutch, I am actually curious
Curiosity Public.
what your circle of self-pleasure group and teammates think of this kind of release, because I think people are losing their mind over this, right?
The community is pretty crazy, especially about the 12-year, which we'll get to in another episode. But, the 10 was highly lauded, but a lot of people also said maybe it was overhyped.
Right.
Let me just say,
But this is batch 2.
Right, I was going to say, I think batch 1 was more
our
highly
review,
lauded.
no, I was going to say our review. No. My reviews are for a very specific demographic, a discerning demographic who want...
Snobs.
Dylan's discerning demographic, triple D.
Yeah, they want good stuff, right? They don't want to be brought into the hype. They don't care about the hype.
They don't care about their ego.
They may not necessarily care about the price, but they want good stuff, right? And so you should cut that.
That is staying in.
That is totally staying in.
What do I think of this?
I could see where Dutch's Circle of Pleasure would lose their mind over this.
It's good.
Jules review. It's good.
Jules, is that you? Is that for you?
You called a police escort for me again, Dylan?
Hey, only the best.
You really want me off your island?
Only the best.
It's not the police, it's his private security force. It's Space Force.
I need a little bit of time because I'm trying to think of the Sinatra release
Oh, this is totally different.
and then the gold.
Both not nearly as much oak in either one. Price point on this bottle, MSRP 70-ish bucks.
Oh, Tony?
MSRP?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 80.
I mean, going rate is,
And it is a smaller volume.
yeah, we should talk about 700 milliliters.
Okay, I'm gonna bury the lead. Do not pay above MSRP.
Okay, work on that.
I think there was somebody that said I was very annoying and arrogant. Thank you very much.
Everybody says that,
Thank you very
dude.
much.
Not just
I told
one.
you, my reviews are for a very specific demographic.
Just for you.
Just for me. Watch it,
It's your
don't
own
watch it.
personal
don't care.
catalog. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Just so
again,
that you can
I
review it
look at
again.
the review because sometimes I don't remember what I drank.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's
And then
seriously
I go,
just to serve you.
should I pay for another backup bottle, yes or no?
Right. What did you score it again? That kind of.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we've had some time to taste. We've had some time to score. We have not discussed our scores at all. I have no idea what these guys have scored it, but let's reveal our scores in just a second. First, Jules is going to tell you everything you need to know about our scoring system, but not really.
Forgot I had a job to do here. So we do have a 100-point grading system across 10 categories that include aroma, flavor, body, complexity, balance, finish, uniqueness, drinkability, aesthetics, and value. We do a flavor at 20 points and aesthetics and value at 5 points each, and you can score in our competition. You get
can medal.
You can medal. Yeah, you're right. You get a score anyway. You can medal in our competition. 16 up, go from bronze, silver, gold to diamond.
All right, guys, let's get our initial scores. Of course, this can all change.
Right.
As we discuss it, we may realize that we were wrong. Or
Raw? No.
Or
No, it's more that
No.
I get bullied into
Or
changing my
we
score.
may get bullied and change it. Anyway, my initial score, 75.
74.
Oh.
74.
Wow. We are
No
so
way.
close. I mean,
Wow.
I'm a point off, but that's really close.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Wow.
We're synchronized like a crappy boy band.
Or like our menstrual cycles would be.
Exactly.
For you guys, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's jump into this. Let's kick things off with our discussion of aroma. For me, it was a 7.
7.
8, best part of the whole presentation.
Didn't love it.
Best
Liked
part
it,
of the
but
journey.
didn't love it.
Best part of the journey. Let me tell you why. The floral component is often missing in most Jack Daniel's releases. And I'm talking about, so far, as of this recording, I have tried every permutation of Jack Daniel's. I'm happy to say I have been able to try every single permutation. This is the best part of this, because most releases do not have that floral component. They don't have the light, bright, fruity flavors. It tends to skew toward the molasses, the dark, rich sweetness, caramel, and such. So I will say this was a pleasant surprise.
I totally enjoyed the aroma. I mean, I was getting butterscotch on there. I did get the hint of a banana, too, which is familiar with the Jack Daniel's profile. So,
Maple. But anyway.
oh, banana, too, man.
I think you just had too many bananas earlier.
Yeah, I did.
All right, guys. Moving on to flavor, 17.
Flavor Flav, 16.
16. Thank you, Jules.
Yes.
I think that 17 is coming from that circle of flavor.
I mean, I like the flavors
It's
here.
good.
It was the sour hit
It's okay.
it dropped me down. Like I was thinking originally, maybe this is an 18 because like you get the wood,
Yeah.
you get the sweet, you get the spice. There's a lot going on here, but the sour just was like,
A little bit off-putting.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm buying barrel proof every single time.
Yeah.
For the
I agree.
price,
I mean, I
for,
think with
for the
at
availability.
the proof point, too, it was,
Yeah, if you
lacking.
just buy the single barrel proof, whatever, it doesn't matter when the release was, whatever it is, just dilute it down to this proof, you'll be fine. I got it 16, right? Because I felt
wrong.
like There are components that are missing here. Number one, I felt that the barrel proof brings, I would say barrel proof to some degree the Coy Hill. I would say even the bonded release. There's a component, this does not present the molasses and the sugar in a refined way. I would think that the age would help present that in a more sophisticated manner. It actually doesn't. It doesn't elevate it to a degree that I expect. The hype surrounding this, the secondary market prices, the insanity, I expect this to be better. This could be better.
So your expectations is the reason you scored it a 16, not actually what's in the glass.
So what I'm going to do is, because
Mine
Dutch is
is what's
talking,
in the glass.
I'm going to bring it down to 15 because my disappointment is expanded.
Again, like I said,
doing it in
Dylan's
spite
islands,
of it.
Dylan's rules.
I
All right, guys, next category, body. I give it an 8. I really liked the body of this.
Yeah, the body was decent. I gave it a 7.
I gave it a 6. Not great.
I thought this was
The
I
mouthfeel
might bring it
was
down.
good.
I don't know.
I feel like
I'm
it's
super
good.
disappointed.
It's also one that's improving. Like
It's thin.
as it sits in the glass, it's getting more syrupy.
Yeah.
The body was great. Great coating of the palate. Flavors not so much. Body great.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a
complaint.
backup, but like, I'm not buying any more of this.
Yeah.
It's just thin. It's thin for me.
Okay. Next category, complexity, 7.
7.
I gave it a 7.
Yeah. Oak, some maple, some spice, some
sweetness.
not like loud. And so
Spice,
I feel
yeah.
like it was easy
Everything's toned
to
down.
mix that.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of got ripped off. Even though this is MSRP,
Yeah, you keep bringing in like value to this though. Like just if you had this in a vacuum, it's okay.
I want more
It's
complexity.
okay.
You know why? Because it's 10 years. I'm
You
sorry.
expect more, but
I'm
just-
sorry. I want more of the fatty esters. I want more of the barrel influence. I want the presentation to be better. This has to be, every time I drink this, I always think, this should be better. This should be better. It just keep repeating in my mind.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going to
Why
make an
is
argument
this
for
not
anything
better?
sub 130, dude.
No, I think this is more for marketing. I was like, you know what? We need to release an age-stated Jack Daniels because the community wants
You
it.
know what it reminds me of?
And you know what? And the community took the bait.
Yep.
They went all in.
You know what this reminds me of? Bullet tenure.
Yes.
It's fine.
I agree.
It's
yes.
fine, but it's like,
I remember
why is it
that-
not better?
You know what? I remember the disappointment.
Right,
I was like, this should be.
right. But it's okay.
It's
all right.
okay.
It's not bad.
It's
It's
serviceable.
There's
dude.
nothing
It's
really
Jack
bad about it.
Daniels.
It's just like a 10-year age stated, especially at this
Hey,
price
kudos
point.
to the HR, not HR,
The
PR people
PR.
because
Yeah,
they-
well done.
the wool,
Has been pulled over your eyes?
not my eyes.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Next category, balance. It's a little drying. I give it a 7.
I gave it a 7. That's a weak 7.
It's a weak 7.
Very
I'm actually
weak
tempted
7.
to go down.
I'm tempted.
I gave it an 8. I
Yeah.
thought like with the sweetness and then the spice, I thought it was good. I mean, honestly, like
I'm gonna
I
go
thought,
down just for
I
that.
That's
thought
for that.
that-
I'm going down.
Oh,
Going down.
haters.
That's a 6. That's a 6.
Haters.
No, this is
Honestly,
again.
like it just had the right amount.
No.
It was not off-putting at all. Like not overbearing on one side than the other.
No, the oak and the drying are the
it's
dry.
just
It's too drying.
amount.
In my mind, again, the word disappointment just keeps repeating over and over again. And yet, why is this high? Why is this score so high?
It's not that high.
I mean, it's not bad.
that
That's
is
the problem.
high. With how much he's complaining,
Yeah, that's not
high.
bad.
that is high for how much you don't like
It's
it.
not
but
bad, but
I think it's
Dude,
more
this is a good-
your
this is a
your
good
disappointment
enough
is
draft.
skewing your score down. In a vacuum,
Exactly.
this is still
It's decent.
It's
I
where
think
it
I
should
think
be.
the
That's
aroma is
exactly
good.
it.
I would say the
You guys,
aroma
you're
is the
just
best
hating,
part, but
man.
I don't know,
Hater,
man.
Hater.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Next category, finish. I originally had an 8. I did eventually drop it to a 7.
I gave this an 8. I think aroma and the finish is where its strengths are, but the
what'd you give it?
finish is not great.
I agree. What'd you give it?
I gave it a 7.
Yeah.
Right, it's not great. That's why,
It's
but
long.
it's like, but it's a point above,
It's
or
long.
2
It's
points
long.
above middle of the road.
So here's the reason
It's
I
mid.
kept it at a 7 was like it didn't get better.
Also
It
didn't
actually
get
got
worse.
worse.
It got a
It
little
actually
bit
got worse.
And that's why I dropped it from an 8 to a 7.
So what happened is like
It didn't get
I'm
worse.
shocked that you scored the flavors and things like that where you know with the points you gave it because this reminds me of everything that you hate about E.H. Taylor. Your hatred for E.H.
I think
Taylor,
my
I
E.H.
am
Taylor,
shocked.
my E.H. Taylor would be around a 74. I think that's a fair score for a fair bourbon. It's not great.
Yeah,
What's
fair.
Like, it's a 74. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dylan just wants you to skew the scale completely.
I am disappointed too, but I'm not factoring that in. I'm drinking this as a
Yeah,
back
I
end.
know. So
Dude,
I say the finish is
I think you guys
10
just
year.
overhyped it in your minds. That's why you're
It's-
disappointed.
it's slightly
Come on,
longer than
seriously.
Eagle Rare
You,
10 year.
honestly, what do you actually think you're going to get out of this?
Single barrel
Stag
proof.
Junior
That
level,
is at
like
this
you're
level.
not going to get this. Dude.
Something that Coy Hill
For
brought.
Jack Daniels.
Something that Coy Hill Part 2 brought.
Yeah,
something
not
that-
at the right price point then.
Something that I would say Bonded brought. Actually, you know what? Something that Bonded brought.
Come on.
Something that the Twice
Your
Barrel.
expectations too high, man.
No, something that the Twice Barrel.
The Twice Barrel
even though
is
it's
much
not
better
even,
than this.
Yeah, it's not even.
To
I
me.
can't compare it directly.
It's very
But
different.
the fact that
Yeah.
the fact that that company is able to play around with the flavor spectrum in the way that they did with the Twice Barrel, I expect more.
That was a different mash bill.
I know.
They're capable of more.
I know. What I'm saying is,
You're
if a company,
disappointed.
yeah,
He's
if a
just
company is
disappointed.
able to
That means he overhyped
provide
it in
me
his
with
mind.
the spectrum, I don't care what they use. They could do a Tennessee rye. They could do whatever it is. Like, you know, the first, or not, is it the first one? The barrel proof rye. Remember the barrel proof rye?
Really good.
Yeah, they gave us a new type of flavor profile. I want a new, interesting spectrum.
You want a new drug?
He wants a new start.
Whatever.
All right, guys. Next category, uniqueness. We're never going to get through this.
Seriously.
Uniqueness, I give it an 8.
I gave it an 8. I'm going to bring it down to 7.
I give it a 7.
Yeah, I agree.
It's pretty unique
It's all right.
for what it is.
I mean, it's
I mean,
good
I gave it a
enough for the
soft
Jack
eight,
Daniels
soft eight.
line, you know.
It's
I mean, come on.
it's what PR wants.
In fact,
it's
I
what
gave
PR
it
wanted.
2 points for like
The
its
bottle?
age stated.
The bottle and a 10-year. I agree. It's a 5, 10-year bottle.
I started at a 6 and went up from 2, but I see your guys' argument. It's a soft 8. Okay,
Just
guys.
the flavor's better. I don't know what it
Next
is.
category, drinkability, 7.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 7. I'm not gonna like throw it out.
It's the sour. It's the sour
It wasn't that
drying that makes it a 7. I mean, it's not bad. I could easily keep sipping it, but
Mhm.
like, I don't love it.
I can keep drinking
Don't
this.
love it.
You know what's interesting about this? Instead of sipping it, I'd rather just nose it all day because it's so pleasant.
nose is
it's
really
really
nice.
pleasant,
Yeah.
right? And so I could see that. You know what? I'm going to tell you another thing.
The sour oak just
This
makes me
is-
Destroys it
not love
for you.
Yeah, I still
This
love it.
is what I see in barrel picks. This is what I see in independent like liquor store or organization barrel picks.
So if Jack
It's
Daniels
always
did
the
a
same. The
Jack
aroma
Daniels-
is fine. You get
Barrel
seduced by
pick.
the aroma. You're drinking a bunch of stuff to see which barrel you like. You go back to the aroma. That's always good.
Then you
By the
drink
time
it.
it gets barreled,
It tastes younger than 10.
It's like,
ultimately,
this
you
is
know,
Jack
it does. Yeah. All right, guys, done with the flavor components here. Let's move on to aesthetics and value. Starting with aesthetics, 4.
I give it a 4.
4.
Like the bottle, like the
Yes.
design.
It's not even that.
Presentation's great.
There's a
I
number.
mean, look at the
There's
stick. You
an
got the
age.
age statement.
That's the
And
aesthetic.
it's nice and bold.
It says
Yeah.
limited release right there
Stands out
to
on the
make
shelf.
people
Totally
feel.
stands out.
Looks really good.
It makes Dutch feel special because it says limited release right there.
I feel
Yeah.
special. Final category, value, 3.
Did you
3.
take into account secondary market?
No.
Not really.
Because remember, you went to
MSRP
your little liquor store.
Well, what'd you give it?
I gave it a 3.
I think it's a 3.
But I'm just arguing, like,
You think it should be lower?
because
higher?
remember when you went to your what do you call it, the honey pot or
The
whatever?
honey hole?
Yeah,
Honey
honey
hole.
Ugh. So
Winnie
the
the
honey
Pooh.
hole, and you said, oh, they're like holding it, right, to see if the prices went up.
yeah. No, that was the first batch. Yeah, he was sitting on the
Oh yeah,
first
batch
batch.
number 1.
Yeah,
Come on.
and like that kind of stuff, and what people are willing to go.
I mean, I'm glad they're releasing it again. I hope they keep releasing it. I hope they release it 3 times a year. I hope it's super available and everybody who's hoarding it
Yeah.
feels stupid. But
Produce at least
I don't.
20,000 bottles. of
It's
this
not
every
at
year.
MSRP. It's not crazy
No,
price
it's
for a
fine.
10-year-old.
I'll leave it at 3.
Yeah,
I mean, minus the fact that it's reduced
It's fine.
volume.
Reasonable.
the
reduced
reduced
volume.
volume is an argument to drop it. but
Exactly.
I
I,
think it's
mean,
okay.
that's why it's a soft 3.
I think it's all right. All right, guys. Fun discussion. Interesting bottle. Let's get our final tallies and our final score. My final score was a 74.
74.
71.
Hey,
Dropped
So again-
a lot.
This video is only for me, Dylan. If you're watching this,
future Dylan.
Future Dylan, future me. Our final tally, our final score for Jack Daniel's 10-year batch number 2 is respectable silver at 73.
Dang.
This is a silver.
Yeah, it
Through
is
and
a
through.
silver.
I mean that score lines up
Yeah.
fine. I think it's pretty
Yep.
much the. I mean it's we were all in the same wheelhouse with this. We were all in
Yeah.
the low 70s. It fits in right where it fits in.
Are you going to be a pariah now amongst your circle of
My
pleasure?
circle?
Yeah.
You
No,
mean us?
because that's just a figment of Dylan's imagination. So,
All right.
let's get back
there
to
you
the
go.
beach. Let's end this episode. Jules, take us out.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, let us know how you feel. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. If you want to help us out, please consider joining our Patreon. And wow, I felt some of it.
The wind is blowing
It's
this way.
blowing this way. And Curiosity Private Membership Program here on YouTube. You can buy t-shirts. Not that one. But
No, I think we have that one.
that one? Is it up there?
Maybe it is.
And we have a podcast on major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
All right, let's move on.
Island time.
I got to get this out of my mouth.
That's what she said.
It's all right. I don't know.
I love that joke.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not bad.
It's okay.
It's a silver medal.
Hey,
In the
is. It's
SF
a low
Spirits
silver.
competition,
It's a low-
triple gold.
You know
Oh,
what? You know
totally
what the thing
triple
is for
gold.
me? It's like
triple platinum.
I wanted to give it a benefit of the doubt because I've had this multiple
But hang on,
times.
clarify something for the people. It's not bad whiskey.
It's not bad.
It's not bad whiskey that you want to spit
We're
out.
nitpicking.
We're
We are
nitpicking
totally
it. It's just not special. It's not
Okay,
that special.
so for
it's bullet tenure.
It's special for
where
Jack
I
Daniels,
am
dude.
in my journey, this is a waste of time for me. Like
I
I'm
agree.
never gonna,
And
I'm never gonna drink.
And I
this.
feel your frustration with the hype train.
Bobs.
Yeah, the hype train is absolutely. I mean, good thing I don't watch
Jules
or
wants
listen
it. You
to
know what,
any of this
Jules?
stuff.
It's your
I'm
birthday coming
part
up.
of- I'm
I
part
got
of
a
the
bottle
hype
for
train.
this.
I'm all
I got a bottle for
aboard
you
the hype
of this for your
train
birthday.
for the people.
This is what you're getting.
Bring it
I
over.
actually have it.
At least I have a new pour for our podcast.
You do.
I'm totally happy.
Happy birthday, Jules.
Yeah, there you go.
And scene.
Terrible, terrible.
You should put your mic. Look at his mic.
Oh.
Hang on your throat. I mean, come on, dude.
You know why? Because I want my voice to come loud
really
and clear.
resonate.
No, yeah, I want it to resonate. But you,
I couldn't look away once I saw it.
Well, yeah, now you pointed it out.
okay,
All right, guys.
whatever. Who cares? This is not for anybody except for myself.
Let's move on. Dude, you gotta
It's a
flip your
whole
mic.
other
Get it
Dylan.
under your shirt. It's just gonna block the wind.
No, it's not gonna
Yes, it
block.
will.
No, it's not gonna block the wind.
Just tape it to your shirt. Flip it around.
Look at the wind. It's a hurricane.
The wind.
It's hurricane. It's hurricane season.
All right.
Dylan can
I
look
just
at
want-
the wind.
It's not the aesthetic. The audio. Okay.
No. See that? See that, folks?
No, it's
He's
not gonna be
all
cut,
about
dude.
the looks. He's
Gotta
all
be
about the
cut.
looks. For me,
Cut.
it's all about what's within.
Oh, Dylan's still talking.
Yeah. All
What's
right.
within.